Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday morning, December 29th, 2025. We're winding down to it, getting toward the end of the year here. Hopefully, you got all those goals accomplished. Maybe going over some goal setting for 2026, getting it front and center. Yeah, popping on here. Let's see what's happening. Let me see. Go live. Hey, Locke. Good morning, sir. How are you today? Yeah, coffee's hot. The weather's bad. We got some, I don't know if it's freezing rain, but definitely not a great day to be outside here in southern Maine. But yeah, we'll get through it. It's all good. It almost seems like it's still night out there. So a little dark, but the days are getting longer. Justin Kohler, Matthew Padrone, and Alex Redmond. Bam. Bill Hillstrom, quick on the trigger this morning. Good to see you. Yeah, done with the holidays. Yeah. One more to go, buddy. Hang in there. Hang tight. Top of the morning to you. Yeah. Good to see you, Rachel. Everybody coming in hot this morning. Michael Moeller, creating a new habit, being here every day. I like to see it, Michael. Good to see you. Mike Nunez, Nunez Vineyard Management, anchoring down the Instagram feed. I love you. Love to see you, Mike. Speaking of love, there's Wendy Turner. Good morning. Yeah. Hey. Still hitting this coffee that Tyler Kirk sent me. It's awesome. Whole house smells like I don't know, coffee beans and bourbon and just cool stuff. Good morning, Kevin Hawthorne. Dave Howard. Boy, those roads were crazy this morning at about 4:30. I bet. Yeah. They look a little sketchy. So but here in Maine, we just we just kind of go for it, right? It's full send. Good morning, Aaron Callie over on Instagram. Tim Kaspazak. Juan Carlos is here. Lee Frisbee. Good to see all you guys. Yeah. See us rebounding strong. Attendance was down there a little bit for a couple of days. I think everybody was just staggering around trying to get by Christmas. So good to see you. I think in the next couple of days, we'll turn our focus toward 2026 a little bit. Maybe on Wednesday, we'll do something to maybe try to promote a little bit of thinking for you guys for the coming year. So just in case you haven't done that already. So it's a great time of year to sit down with a calendar. One of the things that we're going to do, get out the big calendar and just write down everything that we know we're doing in 2026, every weekend, every trip, all the stuff, right? And then backfill around that. And you might be surprised how defensive you get of your time when you see a couple of weekends in July already filled up. And then that wedding invitation comes in for, somebody you barely know or whatever. You're like, maybe not. So, yeah, finally made it on here. Sarah Collier, good to see you. Maybe that's Wiley as well, or maybe that's Wiley. State your name. Yeah, got one of those double Facebook deals. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming. Same thing in Wisconsin. Cold, windy, cold and shitty. Snowy. Staying inside today. Yeah, we pretty much did too. We made a little Costco run there late in the day when we didn't need anything, but came out with a cart full anyway. We might have stumbled onto a new time to go to Costco. Sunday afternoon ish. It wasn't that bad in there. So I behaved. Although I do like to people watch in there. It's good entertainment. Yeah, Yin and I have a lot of work put toward that scheduling, but we still need to polish that up. Yeah, for sure. It's kind of fluid, right? Argentina, good to see you. You guys that are here that that I haven't seen yet or haven't commented, good morning to you. Happy Monday morning, the 29th of December. Costco on the weekends is crazy. Yeah. Although I did brave the gas pumps yesterday for the first time. And normally I'm like, juice isn't worth the squeeze. I don't care how much cheaper it is over there. There's way too many people. The line's too long. It's not worth the 12 cents. But I happened to look at the price when I was there, and it's a good 40 cents less per gallon than I might pay right here in my hometown. So, hey, what the heck? We'll go through there when we're there. So, and I don't have to worry about needing gas when I get in the Jeep, because if Wendy's had it, it's always somewhere near empty. I get it. We get driving down the road yesterday, and I hear bing, and I see the orange light on the dash, and I just kind of look over. He's like, I don't care. It's all good. Maybe I could be just getting more patient, Rachel. Yeah, I could be it. Wendy would probably argue. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. People are just gonna be people, and there were I did see some things at Costco though that I won't repeat here, but people are that lack self-awareness for sure. So comes with age. Yeah, a young man's growing wise, said the youngest, probably one of the youngest people on here. All right, guys. Well, good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. If you're new here, we're here every day at 8 a.m. Talking trash. No, trying to share some things about life and business that might help you. I put a few things together. Maybe a nugget or two will hit you, and you'll go with it. And it's something you can kind of add to your arsenal, um, and make for a little bit better going for you. Hey, Dan Bennett just shared a link too. Check out his new pergola division, I guess, or business, pergolasolutions.com. Check that out. Copy paste. And Dan's getting into some new stuff, so it's really cool to see. So I'm Wendy. You're like my hubby. Never let go under a quarter of a tank. Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty good that way. So, and we're not driving all over heck, so it's not too bad. Just a little patience. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Take your time, but hurry up. Where's my thing? Yeah, I don't know where it is. We got a little wooden sign. I probably just looked right at it. It says, "Take your time, but hurry up." So, oh man. So this series, guys, is about taking your seat, right? About kind of stepping into the future you, right? Maybe helping you recognize your own sabotage pattern, or maybe trying to figure out a delegation model that might work for you. Okay. So I want to talk about the lie of "I'll do it myself," said the 3-year-old, right? We take that with us our whole life, especially as a business owner. Okay. And as I said in the title, I don't know if you guys saw it here, or maybe it's on the YouTube thing. There's one sentence that guarantees your business never outgrows you, and that's "I'll do it myself." Okay. It sounds responsible, right? Feels productive. Sure, I'll do it myself. Nobody works like me, right? But it's the most expensive habit that you own. Okay. Self reliance is a strength in survival mode, right? We got to be self reliant, take care of your stuff, right? Handle your stuff, right? But it can be a liability in leadership mode. If you're leading, that self reliance thing kind of needs to go out the door a little bit. Um, so, like, if we're in survival mode, then we fix problems, right? If we're in leadership mode, we build systems. If we're in survival mode, we just rescue people all the time, right? In leadership mode, we develop people, we coach them, we teach them. In survival mode, we got to be needed. It's got to be all about us. We want to be the one that, has to do the thing, right? In leadership mode, we're going to build capacity, right? And put the people in place where they need to be, put the right butts in the right seats. Survival mode, we need control. We got to control everything, right? We need our hands in everything. Leadership mode, we're creating clarity. We're creating systems and processes and job descriptions and SOPs. Good morning, Ed Ricker. Good to see you. Welcome back. Yeah, you used to jump on a ton in the early part of the year, so good to see you, man. It's been a long year. Guys, if you're still operating in survival mode, you're never going to build something that runs without you. Okay. So if it's fine, if you always want to be, kick the ball and drag the business, kick the ball, drag the business, that's okay. But if you want to have something where you kind of work yourself out of a job, so to speak, then this is what I'm talking about. Brandy Smith Kemp, Brandy Kemp, good to see you. Good morning. Yeah, I used to, used to try to play hero all the time in the GC business and remodeling, additions, all the stuff that we did. I would be like, I want to be the guy who could fix anything, take care of all the stuff in the business. I would jump in anytime something broke. Good morning, Luke McGee. I wanted to be prideful and be in the solution, right? It wasn't, maybe it was ego, but mostly pride, right? Just wanted to take care of things. Okay. But then I realized I wasn't creating leaders, and I wasn't ever going to get away from this thing. I was really creating dependence. Okay, so every time I rescued someone or fixed something for them, I just trained them to need me again tomorrow. That's all. No, not a lot different than parenting in some ways, right? Like, let them do it on their own. Let them fail. Be there to coach and pick up and teach and learn and right learn together. But don't do it all for them all the time. Okay. There's a thing called the hero trap. Um, and there's 5 stages to it. Let's talk about those. So here's stage 1. I'll just do it this once, right? I'm not going to do it this time for you, but next time you're doing it on your own. All right. Stage 2. It's just faster if I do it myself, right? Now we're in the it's just faster if I do it myself stage. Good morning, Jason Rector. Thank you, sir. Richard Nordheim says he had that mindset and I won't touch a tool. Yeah. You have to draw that line in the sand, right? Stage 3 on this is, hey, no one can do it like me. No one can do it like me. And that may be true. Okay. But done is better than perfect, guys. All right. Stage 4 is, why does everyone rely on me? I don't understand. Why everybody needs me all the time. I just don't get it. And stage 5, well, I'm exhausted and resentful. This business sucks. I don't know what's going on here. Everybody needs me all the time. Everybody's a pain. Right. So we created our own environment. That's not leadership, guys. That's just a slow moving collapse. It's just the only question is how long it's going to take. Right. Saying that Steve says all the time. It's just a faster way to the crash site, so to speak. Right. I like that one. Kind of morbid, but 80% done by someone else is 100% awesome, Dan says. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so it's got to be a shift, right? From doer to developer, right? We're all the doer because oftentimes that's how we started our business. Dan just commented, and I saw a picture a while back of Dan working on a stairway, and Dan's a carpenter. But now Dan's a business owner. Actually, Dan is an entrepreneur, and that's a different mindset. You have to shift. Alex is guilty of all 5. Yeah. Yeah, so let's talk about delegation. All right, going from doer to developer. Okay, kind of like a 3-level delegation ladder, and you can expand on this. And I'm going to actually a little bit in this. Is do it with me. Okay, so we're going to teach, we're going to narrate, we're going to explain. Hey, Dan, this is how you do this. Da, 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 da. Next one is do it while I watch. Okay, so we're going to coach and correct and encourage. Let them do it. And the next one is do it without me. Okay. Review results, not the process. I'm going to review the results. I would add a 4th one to this, which is teach it. Teach it to me. Teach it to someone else. Okay. That way, if you can teach it, you know it cold. All right. So you don't lose control when you delegate. You just gain capacity. Yeah. Here comes Wendy with the links. Pay attention. Pay attention. You in the back. Sit up straight. Used to have I don't think it was must have been social studies, 8th grade. Mrs. Knox used to come in and she'd slam the door. Turn around, face front, put your feet on the floor. We have a lot of work to do today. Freaking 40 years later, I still remember that. I guess she was effective, right? Good morning, Jameson. We started 8, just saying. Get here anytime, though, like Dan. I'm kidding. That wasn't kind. Just kidding you, brother. Thanks for jumping on. Stage 0.5, admitting you are the problem. Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, bottleneck, choke point, whatever you want to call it, right? Hey, it doesn't go by me. It has to hit my desk. I have to be involved in everything. It's exhausting, right? Pick something small and delegate that stuff, right? Jameson's here with like 30 seconds. I'm taking shots at him. How about writing down 5 tasks you keep saying, I'll do it myself? And maybe you'll only have a couple. Maybe you can only come up with a couple. And that's okay. Write down 5 tasks that you keep saying, I'll just do it myself. Too late, Ben. Ben Bryant's here, ladies and gentlemen. Shoot. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, then sort them out. Okay, so you got these 5 tasks, and then just kind of sort them out. There's going to be some things on there that have to stay with you. So let's put those in one column. Okay. How about the next column? Can be trained. In other words, I could show someone how to do this. Next column is should be transferred immediately. So we've got the things that have to stay with you over here. In the middle column, we got can be trained. So can be trained to do something, and maybe somebody's name beside that who we think we can unload that to or train to do it. And then the third column should be transferred immediately, like, you know, bookkeeping, handling receipts, payroll, even, right? And that might be something you need to train somebody. But guys, if you're doing your own payroll, I mean, like, and you're having to do it and you're collecting the hours, you got to get rid of that stuff. Okay. Every task you release is a vote for the leader you're becoming, guys. So look at releasing those tasks. Get rid of stuff that doesn't need to be on your desk. And it's not an arrogance thing or an ego thing or an elitist, like, oh, I'm the owner, I don't touch it. No, you know how to do it. You've learned how to do it. Now teach someone else. And that's the way you grow. That's the way that you would scale properly. Okay. You have to do this stuff first. I was at acquisition.com about a month ago, Alex Hormozy's place. And one of the things that stuck with me that one of the guys said that was teaching the workshop, good morning, Dustin Hippensteel. He said, scale it, don't break it. And I mean, just a few quick words. Scale. Not everybody caught it. He said it kind of in passing, talking about scale. Yeah, scale it, don't break it. And I immediately wrote that down because sometimes, like, if you're a member of a coaching community or you're getting into a community where everybody's, like I always say, pulling on the same end of the rope, the tendency is to want to grow. The tendency is to want to scale. Be very careful with that if you haven't put the systems and processes in place to be able to handle that next level. Okay. Looks like Dustin didn't get the memo. We're starting at 8, Dustin. Look at Ben jumping. Dustin, you weren't here a few minutes ago. Jameson jumped on, and I told him we start at 8. So Ben is continuing the. Shoot. Yeah, guys, we start at 8. Get here. There actually is a fun game some of you guys that start at 8 with me play. It's like who can make the first comment. So you guys have created your own thing. Locke Johnson is the king of the mountain on that every day. Boom, Locke Johnson. So I don't know. He must have the algorithm figured out or something. But yeah, 3 columns, guys. Must stay with me, can be trained, should be transferred immediately. How do I get rid of this stuff? Read the book. Read 2 books. I always say this: Buy Back Your Time by Dan Martell and Who Not How by, I believe, Dan Sullivan. Dan Sullivan or Dan Martell are part of both of those books, but I can't remember. Hey, it's 7 here. Yeah, give him a break. Hey, wait, Ben. No, yeah, that's right. Dustin is in Central Time. He's in Florida, but he's in one of those weird areas, Central Time. I think Ben is too, though. So there you go. Looks like Dustin getting 7 here. Just reading them out. He cheats. Yeah. Yeah, guys, ask yourself this. What needs to be done by me? What could be done by somebody else? Who do I need to train? How can I transfer this stuff immediately? All right. Read those books if you can. Read them again if you've read them. Okay. Ed Ricker. Exactly. Guys, I mean, what were you doing for the first 4 hours? Because you surely got up at 4 a.m., right? Yeah. I'm just ready between sets. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Locke's already working out. You guys are staggering in here at 8:18. Come on now. Dave Davis, it's 6 a.m. here. So I don't want to hear it. That's right. Yeah, if Eric Ernest or Zeke from Hawaii ever drop in, we'll know they're making the big commitment because they're 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours. I think now 5 because of daylight savings. But hey, don't forget to check out the Summit podcast. Guys, at 9 a.m. today, I have a great podcast dropping that I did with Jason Cisneros, another one of the bald guys. Jason spoke at Mach 5. He is a dynamic speaker. He had that place standing on his head. And I've grown to be connected with him and like Jason a lot. We had a great conversation on the podcast. So it's going to be a good one. I think I've got that scheduled to land at 9 a.m. this morning. Look for it on Spotify or Apple Podcasts as well. But you can catch it on YouTube, and I'll post the link right here at 9 a.m. on Facebook when it pops out. So Jason's a great guy. Joe says delegate authority for sure. Yeah, not just the task. That's great. Yeah, absolutely. Dustin, I just got home from the gym. Good to see everyone's getting after it. All right, there you go. Love it. Rachel says dedication. Good to see you guys so active in the chat. Hey, does someone have, we talked about this unloading stuff. Is there a specific task you may have written down? Is there a specific thing that needs to go to someone else or that you need to train someone? Pop it in the chat. It may help someone else. And it's a great time to make a commitment, kind of a line in the sand. Here comes 2026. Is there something that you're not going to do? And this can be personal or professional, guys. Is there something that you're not going to do in 2026 that you've been doing in 2025? You can't just write work. What is it that you've been doing? Maybe handling for someone else, saying, "I got to get rid of this." Pop it in the chat if there's something that you don't plan to do in 2026. All right. Marriage tip: don't ever say that to your wife. Yes. Do I do the podcast live, Rachel? I don't, but I'm considering that. And I think on Riverside now you can podcast live out of Riverside, but I also would want to stream it. So I have to check that out. What I'm on right now is StreamYard, and it streams to Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. That's what I selected. You can stream to more platforms, but it costs more money, like anything else, right? So I did the basic. It's still expensive, but I did so I can just stream to three places. And actually, that we have some people on Instagram checking us out this morning. Meredith is here, and Alex is here. Good to see you. Yeah, Mr. Callie is here. So, yeah. So stop being scared of delegation and fear of failure, says Alex. Absolutely, yeah, for sure. Ed says I relit the wood stove, took the dog, made dough for tonight's baguettes, texted a couple clients reminders. Now I'm drinking coffee and getting smarter with Bob. There you go. Yeah, copywriting is one of my biggest time sucks, Brandy says. I already have planned to train one of my employees. Anybody else have a task that they need to get rid of for 2026? Mine would probably be social media entirely. But I kind of hang on to it, and here we go, right? I kind of have fun with it. I enjoy it, but it's between like editing podcasts and getting those loaded to YouTube and ripping reels from that, scheduling those to post and all the stuff. I probably am at a point where I do need to unload it. I wonder if I knew anybody that could do that. Oh, that's right. Bailey does that. Alex says, hire people that can bring the business up, not just stay stagnant, for sure. Yeah. Job sheets. Okay. Yeah. Putting job sheets into play, for sure. Don't forget to check out the Love and Kindness Threads Etsy store. The ticker at the bottom of the screen will give you the site, but it's also right there in the last comment on the thread. Wendy has been selling t-shirts like hotcakes over here. A lot of people jumped in and bought t-shirts for t-shirts and sweatshirts, hoodies, long sleeve, short sleeve tees for Christmas. So that went great. So guys, don't forget to check it out. Ben says training the new guys. Yeah, for sure. They'll only be as good as you train them to be, right, Ben? So that's good. And if I'm not wrong, I think this time of year, you guys probably have the most time to be able to do that. So pour into them, and year 2026 will probably look a little bit different for sure. So, yeah, guys, this is great. Good to see so many people on this morning. New Year's Eve plans, anybody? What are you doing? You staying in, going out? I call it amateur night. Usually if you go out, it's anybody that has their first or first bunch of drinks is going to do that on a New Year's Eve, or anybody that gets screwed up once a year is doing it on New Year's Eve, probably. So be careful if you do go out. We probably will lay low, work on world domination, and ski trip for Wiley and Sarah. That's cool, awesome. Yeah, I love to see it. I haven't been on skis in a while. Been a long time. Probably just head straight down the mountain until I hit something solid. Yep, that would be it. So we got to get out and do some snowshoeing. We got to get up to camp and check that out. And hopefully they got a good bunch of snow up there. We can get out and do some snowshoeing, maybe climb a mountain. Get out 15 years ago, Alex. That's right. We're old and crusty. Delegate time each day to reaching out instead of only working in the business. Yeah, for sure. This is like amateur hour, 8 a.m. show. That's right. We're all amateurs here. Who are we impersonating? For sure. Yeah. Oh, man. For sure. Early dinner with friends, says Rachel, and then maybe 1 or 2 stops into a friend's house for evening, probably in bed by 11. Yeah. But you got to see the ball drop. No, not so much. Take me home, bring me my tea. Yeah, for sure. Right. Yeah, maybe spend some time this week, guys, in the next couple of days thinking about maybe flip back through those goals you had for 2025. And if there's something that needs to kick to 2026, bring it along. But if it didn't get addressed in 2025, is it really a priority? And maybe it isn't, and that's okay. Take a look at the things that you want to get done in 2026. Maybe there are some habits, disciplines. I use that term loosely as it relates to things you didn't do, but maybe there's some things that don't need to come into 2026 with you. Maybe it's a habit or you know, way you can clean up how you show up in conversations or with different people or at work, right? Um, just maybe there's some things you can change. Maybe there's things you want to add. When you set those goals, though, be realistic. Okay, make sure it's you heard of SMART goals, right? Okay, let me see, strategic, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound, something like that. I have to read my notes. I don't think specific, not strategic. Specific, measurable, attainable, yeah, realistic, timeout, something like that. Anyway, brain fart, reachable, yeah, something like that. Ben says delegation, digging ourselves out after the blizzard yesterday. Employees are amazing sometimes. Yeah, we shoveled a lot of snow over the years, Ben. Some days we showed up, it always seemed like when we started framing something, here comes the snow, right? The worst ones where we'd get the frame, the deck done, the deck of the house, so to speak, floor deck, and then the walls. And here comes the snow. And now we get 12 inches of snow we have to throw out the window. And then go down to the bottom and snow blow around the house. I remember one day we just cleared snow all day at one place. So just so we could work the next day. It's crazy. So that's real work right there. Actionable. Thank you, Locke. Man, I should have had that. I should know that cold. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a great start to your week. Thank you for spending the first part of it with me, whether it was 6, 7, or 8 in your time zone. We appreciate you being here. Alex just got excavated for addition, then the snow and coal for the foundation. Absolutely. Yep. And up here in the Northeast, we have these little things called frost blankets. So when it gets real cold, we got to get the frost out of the ground, which is awesome because you figure for that in your spreadsheet back there in May. Right. Rachel says she's going to add more time for content and thought creation, time block and schedule. Yeah, exactly. So, guys, I hope you have a great day today. Check out the links. Check out some of the businesses that are tagged here. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Go take some action, right? Go take some action. Think about what needs to come off your plate. Tomorrow, 8 a.m. sharp. Okay. Eastern, that is. So Dustin and Ben, Rachel, all you guys really that are in. I mean, Mike Nunez is out on the West Coast, so he's here. So he can do it. So, guys, time for more coffee. Playing world domination. If you are part of the daily sales accelerator program inside the Rosenberg Group, I'll be leading the call today. It's Mindset Monday. If that's something you think you might want to join us on, hit me up. I'll get you on there. You can check it out. We'd love to see you. So, yeah, see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, have a great day. I'm gone. Later.